going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
The Mandalorian returns in a third season after kind of having season 2.5 after he showed up in Book of Boba Fett. Anyway, the Mandalorian has returned, but something happened in the previous season that took away something that was very important to Mandalorians, and that is removing your face mask. You can't take off your helmet and show your face to other people. That is part of the Mandalorian creed. However, throughout multiple times in season 2, we saw the Mandalorian take off his helmet to wish Grogu goodbye, to keep themselves from getting caught at other places. So you see a lot of times where he had to take off his helmet. And it was kind of weird for me in the second season, because watching that, I mean, yes, some people were wanting to see the actor's face, and you had a face reveal in season 1, but only a robot saw it. But he just started taking off his helmet a lot of times in season 2. So I'm glad with the direction that season 3 is going. And basically, the mission as of right now is for the Mandalorian to go to Mandalore and go underneath the mines and bathe in these pools, which will cleanse him of his transgressions of removing his helmet so that he can be a true Mandalorian once again.
Going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
So the only problem with doing that is the Mandalorians had to flee their home because the surface had been poisoned. So you kind of have the Mandalorian has to somehow overcome that and go to Mandalore and bathe in these pools, because that is the only way he believes that he's going to ever be a true Mandalorian again. The other Mandalorians are not accepting of him, so he's got to go about and take care of that business. However, he knows that he's not going to be able to do it alone. So he goes to an old friend, and when he goes to that friend, he wants to talk to a couple of different people. He goes and asks where Cara Dune is, and of course, with the whole conspiracy regarding her, she is in a galaxy far, far farther away, so you're not going to see her anymore. But he goes and talks to Greef Karga, and he has become a big government figure of this area. And so the Mandalorian asks him, I would like the remains of I think it's IG-11. Yes, IG-11. And he wants the remains of him so he can rebuild them, because the Mandalorian has a problem trusting machines. But he trusts IG-11 because he sacrificed his life for both the Mandalorian and Grogu. So the Mandalorian wants to put back together IG-11. However, even though all the parts are there, his memory chip is gone. They try powering him up, and he just reboots back to his old programming about killing Grogu. So they turn him back off, and in order to fix him, he needs a memory chip. So now the Mandalorian's going off, trying to find the memory chip, which is at the end of this episode, and that's how it ends. So a lot happened in this episode. I really like the direction that they're going, as I've said, about trying to redeem all those taking off the face masks and move forward from that. I hope that does happen. The Mandalorian is a great Star Wars series. It's out right now. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm going to watch episode 2 pretty soon here and get that one reviewed. But overall, I just think that it was a really great beginning. There was not any really politics forced in that I saw, and not a lot of language. The Mandalorian is a really great Star Wars franchise that has its own way of storytelling without having to involve the Empire and Stormtroopers. It kind of can just follow around this Mandalorian and kind of go on his own adventures, and have some tie-ins like Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, which it's really great to go follow somebody else other than a Jedi. So that's really great. I have high hopes for this season of Mandalorian. And let me know your thoughts of the pilot of this film, series, I mean. And we can go from there. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
This is the way.